I'm going to talk to you about an experience that I had in prison that changed my life forever. Something that I learned in those moments that has served me every day since. What I'm talking about is living with urgency. See, most of you lack urgency. You're coasting, you're going through the motions. You're not living intentionally, and you're wasting a lot of time because of that. Do you have a plan for how you're going to live tomorrow? Do you have specific routines? Are you getting up ready to attack your day? If not, then you lack urgency and you're going to lack results and you're going to feel bad about that. The way that I developed this urgency was forced. It was forced upon me. When I was in prison in Arizona, they made you get up between 3:30 and 4 to go get breakfast. If I didn't get up, I wasn't eating. Do you understand that? If I didn't get up when I was tired, when I didn't want to, I didn't get to eat breakfast. I couldn't just wake up a couple hours later and wander down to the chow hall and say, hey, I'm ready for breakfast. It didn't work that way. They let you out to go to breakfast at a certain time. If you didn't go, you didn't get breakfast. Some facilities I was at, they would actually give you your lunch with your breakfast as a sack lunch. So you'd get your breakfast and then you'd take your sack lunch back to the unit for later in the day to eat. So imagine if I didn't get up. I didn't have breakfast or lunch. I had to get up. I had no choice, right? It was necessity. I was hungry. I wanted to eat. Now, the problem I see with most people out here is they're not hungry. They don't have to get up early. They don't have to go march down to that chow hall while it's dark and cold and you're tired just to eat, right? You have it too easy. You're too comfortable. Therefore, you lack urgency. There's no necessity. There's no drive. There's no desire inside of you to move forward and get ahead. So you stay stuck in this comfort zone, this little bubble where things don't really have to change. Therefore, you don't change. And that's the greatest detriment to you and who you want to become in this world, is the fact that you don't have to change. You'll be okay. You'll be just fine if you don't change, right? If you don't get up earlier, if you don't work out, if you don't push yourself, you'll be okay. But are you here to be okay, or do you want to be great? Do you want to be better than? Do you want to be the best? Do you want to be the best version that you could ever become? Do you think you're put on this earth, in this life, to just coast and go through the motions? Do you think you're here to just be less than, to be average, to settle for someone that's inferior to who you truly could be? Are you okay with that? That is one of the things that upsets me the most, is seeing people that have lowered their standards. People that in their heart, they know they want to be better. They know they want more, but they lower their standards and they accept mediocrity. How are you okay with that? Why are you okay with that? Do you understand that you're going to die? Do you understand that you're going to look back on this life that you're living now and remember all these moments where you just waited, where you coasted, where you settled? It's going to eat you alive. It's going to eat you alive. My time in prison gave me that urgency, that spark. I got to get up every day and eat because I'm still hungry. I got to get up every day and chase my goals and that vision because I want it that bad. Because I know what it's like to be locked in a box and have everything taken from you. I know what it's like to have the odds stacked against you and think, man, how am I going to overcome this challenge? I know what it's like to sit there every night and just wish that you had another chance, a moment to hug someone you love, a moment to have a conversation of substance, to be able to go walk and put your feet in the sand and go jump in the ocean, a moment to just laugh and let your guard down, right? All those moments that you take for granted right now in your life. I wanted those so bad. I wanted those moments as bad as I wanted to breathe. And every day I had to get up and just fight through that pain and remind myself of who I was. I had to remind myself of what I wanted and hold on to that vision. Just another day, just another moment. You're getting closer every day, every day. I refuse to quit and give up. I refuse to quit and give up on who I knew I could be. And see, that's what a lot of you have done. You've tapped out. You've given up on the person that you want to be. You gave up a long time ago. You don't have urgency. You're not waking up with that fucking mindset where like, I got to eat. I got to go. What do I have to do today? You just kind of roll out of bed when you want, right? You do what you want. You look on social media. You waste time. You make excuses. Why do you think you feel bad about yourself and your life? Because the way you feel is a direct reflection of the effort you're putting out. The way you feel is how we're keeping score. The universe is keeping score. The universe knows the truth. The universe gave you this gift and this purpose for a reason. And every day that you take actions that aren't in alignment with who you want to be, You get that negative score, right? That negative mood, that negative feeling, that irritability, that stress, that craving to go eat, to go use substance, right? You don't want to be that person. That's a symptom of your choices and the way you're living. Now imagine if you shift that. Imagine if you go to bed at night feeling proud of how you showed up. You worked out, you got up early, you were a good person, you excelled at work, you were good with your kids, present, patient, all the things you want to be, right? You feel good, you feel that in here in your heart and your soul for a reason, right? That's a positive score. You won that day, right? You're in alignment with the person you want to be. That's an indescribable feeling. The absence of stress, clarity, gratitude, love, internal love. You share and put that energy out into the world and the people around you because you cultivated it from within. You cultivated it from within. But you see, most people don't understand what's at stake, and they're willing and they tolerate this negative lifestyle, this inferior approach, these low standards. They tolerate it because the pain's not that great, right? Your pain threshold hasn't been met yet. But you wake up one day and you can't move your legs, right? Because you're losing the function of your legs. You go to the doctor and they're telling you that you have diabetes and you better change your diet. Or you go to the doctor and they say your liver's failing because you're drinking too much. Or you get that phone call or that text and your wife's leaving you because you've been a piece of shit for the last 5 years. Like, that'll wake you up real quick. That's going to wake you up. Your pain threshold has been met. But most people wait till it's too late. And then all of a sudden they want to change. Oh, my wife's leaving me, man. I better quit drinking and be a better husband, right? Oh, man, I'm 350 pounds. Maybe I should start working out and focusing on my nutrition. Oh, man, we're getting kicked out. I can't pay the bills. I should have started developing those new skills and got new jobs or multiple jobs 5-6 years ago to prevent this from happening to me and my family. I mean, you see all the different examples. Everyone wants to wait until it's too late to change. No one wants to change right now. You lack urgency. You need to get up every day with urgency and that desire to go chase those goals, right? You got to be hungry. You want to eat, or you just want to sit comfortable in that little bubble where nothing changes, where you don't have to change, where you're stagnant, right? Where you're lacking fulfillment, where that joy is just taken from you every single day and you're trying to replace it with these things that aren't serving you. Right? These things that are temporary and fleeting. Your drinking, your pills, your weed, your food, your porn, whatever your vice is that you're trying to fill that void within, it's never going to work. It's always going to leave you feeling empty. You're going to feel worse the next day. It's never going to go away. The only way that you fill that void and become that person you want to be is you listen to that intuition, that truth, and you become courageous enough to take that journey and to go on that mission every single day. You have to wake up with urgency. You have to win every single day. The way you do that is you have a plan, you get up early, you stick to your word, you do those things to the best of your ability, and you give more effort. And you attack every day like it's your last. Don't wait until you go to the doctor and find out you have some life-threatening ailment. Don't wait until your wife leaves you. Don't wait until your liver's failing. Don't wait until your kids hate you. Do it today for you and for them.